All right, so it should refresh. You should see the feed. All right. So when there should be a button that says start stream or go live. When you press that, that's when it officially starts. On the same page. On yours, I'll tell you right now. Um, let's see. Okay. How about now? You want me to? No, we can move that around. Uh, you live now. Okay. All right. Whatever. We are here. It has been quite a day in these battle rap streets. It's uh, the word is out. The word is out. Apparently, oh yes, yeah, I know what's going on. Hold on. No. You. No, wait, hold on. In the stream, hold on. I know what's going on. Uh, oh, that's why. Okay.
Are you?
Boom. All right, you should be good now.
I know what's going on.
Should I mute the Gypsy?
No. Close the stream, the YouTube stream.
Are you?
So there's no echo. You should be good though. You should be good now.
Close that, right?
Yeah, because I hear an echo. Okay, no, now
Okay,
you're good. Yeah.
All right, let's get it popping. Battle Talk Tuesday. I'm your host, Boss Chick Rain, and my co-host.
It's your boy Combat, New Rap City shit. We outside. 2022.
2022, we outside. So the hottest topic right now is I can't believe I'm gonna talk about it, but I don't really care for this puppet guy. I call him the puppet, you know what I'm saying? But he has impacted, and so right now though he got the culture looking retarded because people, he's AR-16. Well, you tell. Well,
yeah,
you
more.
Yeah, let's get it out.
I've done some research. I've gathered the facts. I've gathered all the evidence here, and I must say the case is pretty damning for my man AR-16. Apparently,
damning.
Well, there's been a lot of footage and a lot of things said that a case could be made that this isn't just a troll, that this might have some fact to it, some factual truth here. You know what I'm saying?
What? Not this picture that you're showing.
Yeah,
right?
No. This is how it all started. So we gotta give context, right? So at some point in time today, T-Top Busy, as you can see here in the background, he posted this picture. He tweeted it out. Says proof AR-16 is DNA tooth. Same wall. Look at these pictures, right? We got this one right here, the background, and then AR-16 in his quarantine battle on the RBE. Apparently, this right here, this wall, the lighting, the texture,
wall, right.
the
New York City has
ergonomic lining of it. Obviously, T-Top, he did some measuring here. This is clearly some scientific shit. I mean, you know, this is T-Top. He wouldn't just. I mean, a guy who knows about QPs and ounces would know a thing or two about architecture and wall design in New York. So, I'm willing to, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to let that stand for the record that T-Top might not be trolling here, or is he? You know what I mean? Let me stop. He might be trolling. But from there, things just took a sharp turn. So.
But did this start because AR-16 alluded to, because he was mocking the voice, right? How did this start in the spaces?
From what I can gather, not sure if T-Top was the first one to post this picture with the background, or somehow, some way, the conversation had gotten started, right? I do have footage here of what I think is what started it all.
Okay, let's go to the videotape.
So I want you to be able to hear that.
Bottom line, though, is that the culture, you're bamboozled, and y'all are showing us that you're pretty freaking slow. No Mercy already broke the case a long time ago. Him and Zay Smooth, they revealed who DNA's Tooth really was, and y'all keep acting like you're gonna run down, but obviously you're not. No one really knows where he is per se, but they know who he is, and it's not AR-16. But let's hear this footage.
But this is where AR-16 kind of, you know,
because he's an attention seeker. I feel like that's why it backfired. But
yeah, he
listen to
right
it
here. In this one, he kind of says something along the lines of him possibly being DNA 2. This is at 3 minutes and 26 seconds.
Yo, it's your boy Nez.
I ever seen it on a night that wasn't a night of events of battles, like a regular night.
Yeah, it was a regular night, and you like I didn't even know. First of all, I didn't even know you until last year. That's the first you knew me, right? So you saw me so you didn't I don't understand. You knew who I was and all that.
Yeah, you knew me as No Bar since last year. You probably knew me as DNA 2 since back then. I don't know.
You know, you just said you knew me, so that made no sense. So that's even scared.
So right then and there. Hold on, you muted.
Was he joking?
So, he might have been joking when he said that. But he said right then and there, you knew me as No Bars, and you might have known me as DNA 2. With that being said, I don't know if he used to go by the alias No Bars or something. But...
No, I thought No Bars was hip-hop's real dude.
Yeah. And I think that was the guy that they were going back and forth with. But whatever, he says that there, right? Once you give them a little bit, they gonna run with it. So after that, things just got continuously bad. I have a conversation between AR-16 and Sue Surf in one of these spaces after his, being, this is when they're accusing him, and this is him kind of speaking his case to Sue Surf. Coincidentally, at the same time, DNA 2 arrives in the space. Now let's see how that.
DNA 2, because you literally said you ain't have no messages from him.
He said he deleted them because his LLC.
No, that's a fact.
I didn't send nobody no messages with me and DNA 2.
You said,
hey, yo, Surf.
They want to listen to my truth, so I'm just going to troll too. Fuck you, man.
Yo, Surf, you hear me?
I'll be back.
Hey, yo, Surf. Where this nigga Surf went?
He don't want to talk to you.
He eating
hey, yo, look,
Pop-Tart.
DNA 2 is at the bottom right now.
The Pop-Tart, no cap, though.
Yo,
hey, DNA 2
is at the bottom.
Where you at?
Bring him up.
That ain't the real Tooth.
That's the page that he be writing from. That's the page, nigga.
I'm about to bring him up. Wait a minute. Let me.
Nah, that's him.
Oh, no, that is Tooth.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. If he don't talk, bro, then it don't mean nothing.
Nigga, I'm on this shit right here. I'm talking.
Hey, you seen Sister Act?
Yo, bro, just get him up here.
Now listen, do the joint.
Nah, don't say nothing. Don't even say that. Just get him up here.
Hey, yo, Fetty, where your first stand-up show?
DNA.
What? I got a battle on the 29th.
Stupid ass page. Get that nigga up here.
He gone. He gone.
That shit is spooky, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I knew you was gonna join from your other phone, bro.
Nigga, somebody inboxed me and told me the nigga was in here. That's why I looked down.
You ain't lying, because somebody just wrote me like, yo, is that the real DNA Tooth that's down there listening? Somebody
I went through his page.
But I was that. That was that. Yeah, y'all. I don't know what to think about that. I mean, you could clearly tell they trolling, right? He trying to talk to Surf, and they was like, "Oh, Surf don't want to talk to you." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And DNA Tooth suddenly appeared in the chat, and I thought that was hilarious when he asked him to bring him up, and he was like, "Yo, but he don't say nothing, it don't count." He was like, yo, just bring him up. He was like, "All right, I got you." Yo, you seen Sister Act? That was one of the funniest things I've seen all day. And I
didn't understand that Sister Act shit though.
Me neither, but I understood the reference without even watching the movie.
What's the reference though?
I have no idea. This must be a movie where, you know what I'm saying, somebody played a double or they were pretending to be someone else. This has to be something like that. I mean, the timing, the comedic timing there was fucking gold.
First of all, why was they? I don't like how they be trying to like bully certain people. Like, why were they pressing him like that? First of all, and then I watched some of No Mercy's blog. Shout out to No Mercy. He was like, he didn't understand why AR-16 was on there for that long defending himself when he knows damn well he's not DNA too.
He entertained it. He was a part of the spectacle. Instead of just removing himself from it or finding another way to address it, he stayed in the circus, taking part in the spectacle, and he was the spectacle, unfortunately, in this situation.
But I think he likes that attention, so
he definitely like, yo, this is the first time I ever heard about this dude. And I didn't know he had URL battles and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, nah, I know him from back in the day. He done ran through a lot of Queen of the Ring girls' sides.
He's been in the game.
Sorry. You know, he's a Bronx dude. Like, we know him. He's a part of the process.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I didn't like how this.
But they act like he's a sucker. He's not a sucker for them to be like trying to like. I don't know, man. That's why
it's the same thing. The issue that I have with Clubhouse. It's the little mentality that people get when they feel like they ganging up on somebody in a virtual space, and then they just don't even let the person speak.
I feel like with that kind of thing, you gotta like come with that energy, like. Y'all bugging the fuck out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, back the fuck up. I'm not DNA too. Anybody got a problem with it? What's up? That's it. Like, get out of here. And he can come with that energy. So he was kinda, I feel like nah.
He did when he unleashed, upon No Mercy. You know what I'm saying? He took out the rage against all those moments. That moment I just played when they was trolling him. You know what I'm saying? Right. He ain't say shit to them. So he took it all out on No Mercy in the next clip. Now, I ain't going to play the whole thing because he did kind of wild out a bit, say a bit much. And you already saw No Mercy did a blog addressing it, so it wasn't nothing really. But I thought it was a little funny to see that, the height of the moment of him,
Well, let's hear a little bit of it. You said you have some of it?
Yeah.
Other than that, I want to get off the side because I feel like we're giving it too much energy and it's like womp womp.
Yeah, this is the ending of it, but it shouldn't have been such a big thing in the culture anyway. But I guess people ain't had shit to do today.
Are you serious? The fuck out of here, nigga.
Yo, y'all let AR talk, man. Let him get his shit on.
Y'all niggas better stop playing with me, bro. For real. For real, I jumped
on
the
fuck is y'all? Who you talking to?
The real me is different.
Oh, what?
Real, nigga. I ain't gonna call it for no reason.
Hold on, let him No Mercy talk. Let him No Mercy talk.
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro, because I pull up to that job, my nigga. Stop playing with me, bro. Real talk. Real talk, my nigga. I'll put it on camera. Stop playing with me, bro.
Hey, y'all, relax.
You know I'm not no fucking DNA, nigga.
Hey, y'all.
Don't play with me, nigga. Don't play with me before I tie you up, nigga. Don't play with me. I'm dead ass serious, nigga. On my fucking kids, nigga. Stop playing with me, bro.
I don't think
you know where I'm from. I'm calling for real. Don't play with me, nigga. I will come to your fucking job and get you, nigga. Don't ever play with me, nigga. You was scared before, and I have you scared now, you bitch ass nigga.
Hey, y'all, chill all that out.
I do not chilling
all that
nothing,
out.
nigga.
You don't know why they call him AR-16?
Let him talk, though. Go ahead.
All right, so look, long story short, right? I was supposed to battle on this nigga league and all that. You know what I'm saying? So me and Show.
So that 300 was up.
Yo, did y'all?
Hold on.
It was a deposit.
And all that. And all that.
I don't remember.
Did y'all hear that?
Did y'all hear
that?
Did y'all hear that shit?
Now, yo.
Bro. Listen. So I was supposed to battle on a nigga league. You know what I'm saying? Me and Show. So he gave me a deposit. I don't remember if it was a deposit or whatever. It was a long time ago. It might have been the whole thing. I wasn't getting paid like that for battles. You know what I'm saying? So let then.
Yo, you got one more now saying.
Nigga, I'm young.
All right, man. First of all, I don't respect that at all. Because that's you see what I'm saying? I just said that. That's the energy he should have had for all them niggas in there. Who I'm talking to all y'all niggas. All y'all niggas that's playing with me. Why would you have that energy for No Mercy, who was, I don't know what No Mercy even said. That
he didn't even say much from what I saw. But what I think it was one of those, Caesar and Brutus type situations.
It's the same thing that Tay Rock did with Danny Myers. It's like you felt triggered by the chain thing because it came from him. And it's like it's like this rule that people seem to kind of like turn up on.
Mercy said it best. If you picking and choosing, you're a sucker.
Right. And that's what people do. Like, you're not gonna play with me, but
I thought that was funny. That last clip.
He have the whole room though. He should have had.
I don't know if he did that on purpose, but he kept kind of low key sounding like the Tooth when he was like, "Now I'm saying, all that." Now I'm saying.
Somebody else was really playing with him though.
Yeah.
Someone else was saying that. They were like, when he said that, right?
Yeah, no, he said it twice, and then they was just like, "Yeah, you."
That wasn't him. That wasn't him.
Oh, somebody else.
Okay. I felt like they was trolling him. Like, you hear it? I heard the guy say, "You hear it?" Now I'm saying, right. They were playing with. That's who you should have gave the energy to.
Exactly. And the dude that was like, "Oh, you got like one "no, I'm saying" left before that's it."
Exactly. That's the same guy who said that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's who was playing him. The people who was playing with him. No Mercy is the one who actually already said who the Tooth really was.
Yeah, he called it out.
But obviously these niggas are bored, so we off that, man.
Yeah, we all off that. But this is just right here the scene real quick when No Mercy dropped his blog and shit. I was about halfway through that. But that's that's just a day.
In the Mercy's blog though, that was funny to me is when he did the long pause when he said the deposit was $75.
He was like, hold on a second now. You know what I mean? He got the numbers, the receipts, and he was just like, yo, I ain't even mad about that. That was like 10 years ago. Like,
yeah, like whatever. All right, so off that, man. Let's keep this going.
Champion of
the year. Now I don't have a lot with this. I know it was kind of controversial. Oh, why? No.
Are you trying to join up?
My bad. Champion of the year. I'm sending the link. I'm gonna let you give a little bit of that. I don't have a lot to say about that. I know it was pretty controversial. A lot of people were not really feeling it. I'm gonna take the back end of it about the work that's involved. But
I'll lead with just a few things. Here's the gist of it was they gave Geechee Gotti Champion of the Year, and I think he earned that shit. I mean, he battled Lux this year. He battled Ward. He did battles that he didn't have to do. And in each of those battles, he showed up and showed out. Even in the battle that he had with Math that wasn't that good, he still, I think he won on the app or on the caffeine votes. So he's never, even the battles that he don't even really give a fuck about, he still shows up with all 3 rounds and has moments. And I think that was why they gave it. I think one of the biggest moments of the year, and this is for me personally, when I thought he got it, was that bar he had versus Calico. He was skinny dipping with 6 bitches. Come to find out they all was prep. That was for me what did it. He got it with that. You know what I'm saying? He was that. Plus he battled Lux. I mean, if you battle Lux in the year that you continuously been on the main events, you're gonna get that. So no arguments there. I think they got it right on the money. Geechee Gotti definitely deserved that champion of the year for this year.
Yeah, I sent the link to Harlem Green. So I don't know if he said he's trying to get on now.
He hasn't joined the room. The moment he joins the room, it'll pop up.
Okay. I don't have a problem with Geechee being it. Who else do you think was a strong?
I think they gave.
There you go. Harlem Green, what's goody?
Hey, what's goody? What's goody?
Yeah, we're talking about champion of the year right now.
Champion of the year.
Do you feel like Geechee deserves it?
Yeah. I feel like he deserves it. Definitely. I don't feel he deserved it the first year. The first year, I don't care what nobody say. I think K-Shine definitely deserved champion of the year. That first year, he got it. But the second year and this year, I can't. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Geechee Gotti, I can't knock what that nigga did this year. Even if he ain't have battle of the year, it's just his consistency. Like, I don't think the niggas lost a battle in 2 years. So yeah, he definitely deserved that.
Well, no, he lost to Calico.
He lost to Calico. All right, yeah. I agree with that.
He had the bar of the year.
He had the battle. He had the round of the battle, which was round 2, but Calico still beat him.
He did, but that was that. But out of the whole year, and you know what? At the end of the day, that's still debatable. Even though I feel,
but the consensus has Calico with the edge. Even though it's not like a big loss because Geechee had the best round, but Calico got that. He kind of edged him. I want to just give Calico his props because at the end of the day, when he's stepping up, when he did step up this year, last year, he had great opponents and he fared well versus every opponent. I think that needs to be stated by Calico.
All right, so what he's did the last 2 years, in order to dethrone him, you would have had to did better. Mind you, this whole champion of the year shit, listen, it's new to us all. Okay, we 3 years into it. So we still kind of winging it. But to dethrone him, you would have to have did better. Now, I don't have a problem with him being champion of the year a third time, but what I do have a fucking problem with is when I seen this for the first time, they had they had 11 artists, and the second artist under him was Easy the Block Captain. And I say, get the fuck out of here.
Why?
Get the fuck out of here. Why? Of the year? Of the year? Of one battle?
Yeah, Easy had a one battle. He had 2, not one battle. He had 3 battles that were big this year. He had Rex, he had Chess, and he had who he just had?
He had a couple.
Exactly.
No, who he just had?
DNA?
No.
Shine.
K-Shine.
He had big battles last year that were.
You mean to tell me of the year? Second over Tay-Rock? I don't think so.
Tay-Rock? Yes.
Tay-Rock?
Oh, well, no. All right, let's talk about this. This is battle talk. Battle talk.
Are you kidding me? I gave the rookie second place of fucking champion of the year over Tay-Rock? Over Rum Nitty? There's no fucking way you did that. Look at that list. There's no fucking way he's second.
His impact is so heavy, though. His impact was super, yo.
No fucking way. He's second. Let's talk about don't see. This is why I gotta go back to surf with the fucking views, because look at if these battles is on YouTube. If you have Murder Mook, I loved Chess and Easy the Block Captain. But I think niggas really forgot Murder Mook and Tay-Rock battled that same fucking year and got higher fucking views.
It was not better than Easy even Chess.
It wasn't. Culture-wise, it wasn't. But when do we stop?
Impact. Because the reason why people forget in battle rap, the best battles are when both opponents are giving the best back and forth. Tay-Rock did well, but he clearly lost. There's no clear loser. There's no clear loser with Chess and Easy. They both were duking it out round for round.
Maybe that's what
everyone remembers Mook's third round versus Tay-Rock. That's the highlight of that battle. You don't remember Tay-Rock's rounds versus Mook like that. Tay-Rock did not have a great showing versus Mook.
That's bullshit because Tay-Rock had a great showing against Mook. In fact, Tay-Rock's showing was so great, they were in a quiet room, and Tay-Rock's rounds were making more noise in the back than Murder Mook. In fact, I had Tay-Rock, I watched that shit one time, I'm like, damn, did Tay-Rock actually win this? Like, and you said to yourself, Frame, on first watch, this is your shit, not the wild shit.
Okay.
On first watch, when you watch that shit again, you can't just count Tay-Rock out like that.
No, that's why I just said Tay-Rock fared well, but what we remember, meaning like Tay-Rock, this is why Tay-Rock is one of the GOATs. Like he's a GOAT because and I want to shout out Watson for saying this too. He brought the best pins from the best pin. All three matchups, they all had their best showings ever versus Tay-Rock. So that's what makes him the GOAT. And he had great material for all three battlers.
And I fucking agree with you. So you mean to tell me?
Right, but the Tay-Rock that battled Daylight was way better than the Tay-Rock that battled Murder Mook to me.
Now, do not understand.
That lost, quote unquote, to Daylight was fucking phenomenal to me. The Tay-Rock that battled Mook didn't have enough versus Mook, in my opinion.
That's cool.
He didn't have no angles. He needed more. The material was good enough for him, but not his best material. That wasn't great.
So you mean to tell me, you're telling me that this last year in 2021, some of the best came out and spit their best material against this man, and out of all that fucking ranking, y'all put Tay-Rock in 11th?
No, now you're right. Now, with that said, get the fuck out of here.
You fucking kidding me? I can't even, you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. So I'm not mad at Geechee, but the rest of that list needs to be evaluated. Because that's bullshit. K-Shine should be in 11th place. And I'm a Harlem nigga saying that. Because this is one of the K-Shine's worst years at battle rap. 2021.
Number 11. I didn't watch it live, so I don't. What's the criteria? Shout out to my guy Mark though. Mark Jam go. I fuck with him. I don't know what the criteria is on how they break down the champion list.
How y'all feel about A-Ward being number 5?
A-Ward felt, we should have had that tweet. A-Ward felt like, he said last year they gave him 20 when he was really top 10. So he's not surprised that this year him being number 5. I'm not mad at see what happens is, this is just a sidebar, a blanket statement I'm gonna make, right? What happens is, right, when you garner that much buzz and controversy around your name, he was included by default because they didn't want to deal with it. This is just my opinion. It's not a fact. It's my opinion. He was included that high by default because it was just more about inclusion. Because they would look crazy if he wasn't on the top 10. They would look crazy. He was one of the most talked about battle rappers. He had a great year. So A-Ward, he had a great year. You can't dispute that.
What was his best battle?
I love the Charlie Clips battle.
Damn, I watched that shit, but I don't remember it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking nothing from that nigga. It's just like, yo, in the category of 12 battle rappers.
But the Geechee battle, the Geechee battle the second time, that was a big battle in battle rap culture. That mattered a lot. That battle impacted.
What battle?
Geechee versus A-Ward number 2.
Yeah.
That's a big battle.
For the West Coast.
No West Coast, nigga. What are you talking about?
Yo, my man went straight Harlem. Hold on. If it ain't New York, it don't matter.
He's not even a West Coast dude. He's a Midwest dude. He's Kansas.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Listen. You're not gonna listen. You're not gonna hear Mary J. Blige in the middle of fucking Cali. It is. Sometimes
I got the tweet up. I probably won't be able to see it because it's kind of small.
you ain't gonna hear niggas in Compton bumping Jadakiss like that. It's just yo.
Where you going with this right now?
We on two different sides. Certain battles don't hit in certain places. So
no, that's why I specifically said what I said. Geechee versus A-Ward impacted the entire culture. It was a big deal. The promotion, the marketing, the aftermath, all of it mattered. Everyone talked about every step of the way, from the promotion and the marketing in the beginning, before the battle and after the battle. And it was highly debated about who won. A lot of people gave A-Ward win number 2. Some said that Geechee got it. I'm just saying that the battle itself, you can't reduce the impact of the battle. The battle was impactful to the culture. It was.
I will say one thing though, in regards to A-Ward's tweet about it. I do feel like he is kind of reaching. He said last year they voted me number 20 when I was top 10. Of course, I'm number 5. We all know what kind of award it is. I feel like that kind of insinuates that he should have been like
higher,
number 1 or something. Yeah.
All right, so Battle Rap Stats had him as number 1. I don't think he was number 1.
A-Ward as number 1?
Oh, I mean, you know, maybe he's just battle rap talk.
Right? Wait, because my motherfucking Afro's starting to itch. A-Ward, somebody said A-Ward number 1 is champion of the year.
It was based, not champion of the year, based on, if I said battlerapstats.com, remember they listed the top 150 battle rappers out of 24,000 battle rappers. They have a whole criteria based on points, performance, craftsmanship. They do a whole breakdown, and you know, if you can pull that up, they do a whole breakdown, and they acknowledge the top 150 battle rappers out of the world. And
you know,
the criteria is the A-Ward.
You mean what? What the fuck am I missing? What am I missing? What did I miss last year that you niggas think A-Ward should be 5 and Tay-Rock number 11 for 2021? I just really need to know, Ray, sis, what the fuck am I missing? Over Rum Nitty? Over Sir?
You said Rum Nitty, right? Well, Rum Nitty had the biggest battle that impacted the culture with Rum Nitty is Rum Nitty versus Geechee, correct? That was the big battle that impacted the culture.
Battle is not bigger than Murder Mook and Tay-Rock. It's not.
No, stay with me. You said Rum Nitty. What other battles in 2021 did Rum Nitty have that impacted the culture outside of him versus Geechee?
Honestly, that nigga had so many motherfucking battles. I'm at a loss of words. Yeah, but it's impact, though. But it's impact. Didn't he split that money with Geechee in 2021, or was that 2020?
Yes, I just said that. I'm work with me. I'm saying that battle was a big deal. It was a really big deal.
I agree.
What other battles did Rum Nitty have that impacted the culture last year?
Hollow.
Hollow?
Yeah, when he battled Hollow.
He did battle. I think he battled somebody from Harlem too, but I can't remember who.
He battled Rex. That shit was trash. Ass.
He smoked him. He smoked him.
Nah, that battle was trash.
Yeah, it didn't have impact. That battle didn't have.
That battle was ass.
That's Rex's fault.
No, that was his fault too. He was dry as fuck. Sorry, I was not feeling that battle. That battle was like a why. Youngest got a bag. Shout out to Mook for the bag, but that battle made no fucking sense and it was trash. The same way I thought it would be.
I agree it wasn't the best battle, but you still can't take the W away from a nigga like T-Rex. Even though it wasn't the best battle, T-Rex still got his fucking ass whooped in that battle.
He did what he always does, but it wasn't a great showing. Well, with that said, I brought up the Battle Rap Stats. If we could pull up the password tweet. This is my rain rant for this week. Okay, so can you read it? Because I can't see it.
I can't see it either.
Well, I can pull it. I have it.
I'll read it. I just want to make it a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Stream, make sure everybody can read it. All right, so it says here, passwords. Y'all worried about these lists as if the people who make them matter or have any kind of power. Break it down, it's just some dude's opinion, probably a former failed rapper themselves. I just seen a list of 100 battle rappers, and I'm dead. This shit means nothing, trust me.
All right, so I totally disagree with that, and I don't respect that because
who wrote that?
That's passwords.
West Coast.
So he wrote that based on battle rap stats, doing the list of 150 battle rappers. To say that it doesn't matter, it matters to who it matters to because he's giving acknowledgement to battlers that would not normally be acknowledged, like a city or a danger zone. All these guys that have been putting in work all year too and have super dope pins, a Mac Myron, whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Like that are actually still impacting, and you can't reduce it to just some failed battle rapper because like right now we're doing analytics, right? You know what I'm saying? We all rap. So what the fuck does that mean?
Right.
Like I thought that was kind of whack because
it's a blanket statement that can't be applied to everybody.
Well, hold up, let me finish my rant. I thought that was kind of whack because I don't think people know the amount of work that goes into curating a list like that. That's a lot of fucking work. That's a lot of, like, it can't be just like thrown in the garbage like, oh, it's just some dude's opinion. That is actually not just an opinion. That's stats. That's taking battles. It's some opinion, but it's an informed opinion based on actual statistics. It's saying that this person had, it's quantifying the battler. It's saying you have this amount of battles, you know, the only thing that's subjective is wins and losses. But to actually take the numbers to garner impact, to say, you know, you're at this level, and to even say, yo, you're number 100 out of 24,000 battle rappers in the world, that matters, yo.
Yeah.
I can't respect that, password. That's my rain rant. When I saw that, shout out to This Is Battle Rap. They've been on their job, you know, pulling and marketing battle rap. I just wanted to like kind of acknowledge that because it's something that I'm also aiming to do. It requires a lot of work. Right now I'm working on the top battle rappers, the top female battle rappers. And it requires watching all these battles just to acknowledge these girls that essentially are the foundation. Like it might be certain girls that's getting all the credit, but what about these battles that actually impact the culture for women? Because right now everyone's riding the wave of female battle rap, but are we really watching the girl battles like that? There are a lot of dope battles that will not get mentioned, like C3 versus Diesel or Chris Yamaguchi versus C the Boss. Those were fire ass battles that need to be talked about. So I'm just saying, you know, that's my rain rant, just about, you know, as far as like acknowledge the work. It requires work, and you cannot just like reduce people giving their time, effort to, you know, to acknowledge all battle rappers, not just the top 10 and top 20. That's my rant. Mm-hmm.
Well, I gotta agree with a lot of that because the artist definitely gotta, especially with female battle rap. It's so hard to find a female battle rapper. So it is a handful of them, especially good ones. So there should be attention, but at the same time, we all equal. Some females ain't gonna they shit watched the same way a nigga that's trying to build himself. He might not get his shit watched neither. So unfortunately, it happens, but it's gonna happen with females the same way it happens with dudes. But hold on,
way worse with women. But I'm just saying that's why you got to give credit to the work to show. Like if I'm making a list that says these were actually the top 20 female battles of 2021, you feel me?
So I want to get on that. So you're right. It is the thing of analytics. You're right. But this just brings me back to my NBA analysis. And you know, every time I'm on here, I gotta have my NBA analysis.
Yeah, you said that. Go ahead.
So when we do NBA analysis, what are we talking about? So we're talking about a record of points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, field goals, whatever you may call it. We know what we're looking for. Okay? So when we go back into history, we can say, hey, this player did XYZ, because we know exactly what we're looking for. We don't have that structure in battle rap.
No.
We go off everything off the brain. We go off punchline. But once we need to make it, I'm almost done. We need to make it official. Like we need official analytics, official stats, So when we scoring these artists on their performance, we ain't just coming up with shit on the top of our head of what we might not like.
That's what I'm saying. I can't let you just say that because battle rap stats, they didn't just come, they gave, it's a whole breakdown and they have it posted for the public to see. But the average person is not going to go and look at it. There's a whole layout of even the acronym for bars. There's a whole breakdown. There's a whole, and first of all, that's not just freestyling. The common categories normally is performance, bars,
lyricism. Like this is very
right. This is not something to be just disrespected. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this was not freestyle off the top. This requires a lot of fucking work, yo.
Where's that list? Because I seen a list just now, but the homie producer.
This is the 2021 that they did. I don't think they dropped the 2021 yet.
All right, producer, but let me ask you, bro, how known, how used is this list? Because when we're watching Caffeine, when we're watching the URL and they're talking about these battles, we don't see this list. No, and the common person don't know about this list, you feel me?
No, you're right about that. I don't think they have any partnerships with like any of the big media outlets, and maybe that's why. But I do like
this has always been like that in battle rap though.
Like this is one thing I do want to say, even with the Champion of the Year one, they're not as detailed as this list.
They're not. So, which is why they don't have, no disrespect, but when you read the consensus of comments, people were saying that they didn't feel like they were as credible because it's like, for one, the stigma attached to Champion is that it's URL only. That's why I said that A-Ward was included kind of by default.
And then
I get that, but like I said, back to the NBA, when you name that MVP, when you say Giannis is MVP, well, why is Giannis MVP? Because look at the stats. You can't argue with the stats. This man is averaging 36 and 16.
But that's what we're saying is, these stats, I think they would definitely help you assist you in your argument for that, because these stats are like breaking down like
they're breaking down skill set by they're breaking it down.
I will say this. I think if Champion or any of these other media outlets adopts this analytics system or something similar to it, it'll definitely bring a lot more legitimacy to it. Because this is just numbers. This is absent, bias or anything like that. I think the Champion one is the user voting, so it's just the people who donate. So not everybody has their input. Versus something like this where it's more broken down on the technicals. You know what I mean? The amount of time and stuff like that. It's interesting.
Professor, can you do me a favor, bro? Because I can't really see the categories. Can you read me some of the categories so I can get an idea of what they're trying to?
For sure. It says here, average. I mean, I can't tell what they are, but it says record, clear win, performance, culture. I don't know what that category is. Competition, win-loss, consistency. Then they have here, they're breaking it down between opponent, the opponent's rank, the opponent's performance, the league, the crowd being neutral.
What the fuck? All right. Wait. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Professor, you feel what I'm feeling right now reading that shit?
Stop calling him Professor.
Producer. I'm sorry, producer. I'm sorry.
Combat, Harlem, Combat.
Combat, my fault. It say producer right here on the screen, so my apologies, Combat.
Yeah, no,
but you get.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying though. Like these stats, as detailed and as technical as they are, they're still subjective to.
It's still biased. It's still opinionated.
It's still subjective, yeah.
But it's still opinionated. So it's not this is what I mean. When, like I said, if we go analytics is not opinionated. So we cannot use the word analytics off opinionated shit. If you're gonna hit a punchline, hey, hit a punchline here. If you hit a bar to hit, it needs to be factual and not opinionated. If it's opinionated, it's no way it could be analytics. Just like this is back in the day, but a nigga said a nigga was ad-libbing, a nigga raps. That's not what ad-libbing was. He wasn't ad-libbing his raps. And then everybody just went on with that word.
I will say this though, I do want to give them credit for the uniqueness of it. I mean, I don't see any other trying, or at least I don't see any other. What I like here is the attempt as far as how technical and non-biased their overall approach seems to be. I just like you, I don't know how to read this. I don't know what these numbers mean or things like that. This is something that
they have more of a breakdown. I feel like
I'm sure that there's, they have something that breaks it down much better. But this is 29 pages, for example.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Like, if we're using this in the culture, we need answers. Because if you're going to sit there and tell us these are the people, you got Tay-Rock at 11th, I need to know what the fuck are you writing down on this list, and I need to understand it. And I think as a fan of the culture, we need to all understand this list.
For sure. One thing I will say, though, is I got to give credit to it because I think it's
a lot of work, man.
That takes a lot of work.
I can't just can't rip it to shreds because
we don't understand it. You know what I mean? We may not understand it.
You don't understand it until you attempt to do it, and you realize like this is not easy. Which is why for years I never did it.
Like I'm definitely not trying to knock it.
I used to do battle breakdowns all the time. We came up with different systems. Like I'm about to start. That's a lot of work to sit there and comb through the bars for round, and then determine if that a good enough line. Is that a point? I used to do that like on the daily. That shit is a lot of fucking work, yo. It's not, but the work is what helps the culture, though.
I do like their marketing and their promotion. I mean, look at that. The way they have their analytics system says Retina, fresh material, originality, unique approach, wittiness, wordsmith, creativity, content.
Those are all aspects, though.
Yeah,
that shit is all. And I listen. I'm not trying to bash the work because I know to make a list like that was very hard. A lot of thought. I'm just saying, at the end of the day,
and the graphics on this is awesome.
Wittiness. All right, my definition of wittiness might not be your definition of wittiness. So how can you put wittiness?
Wittiness is wittiness. Be in rap. It's not like if you're witty. Jay-Z is witty. Nas is not necessarily.
Jay-Z is not. See, that's the thing. Jay-Z is not witty to me. Jay-Z is unorthodox. Jay is unorthodox, but he's not witty. All right, Andre 3000 is witty to me.
I do see what you mean there. I wouldn't.
Kendrick Lamar is witty. Kendrick Lamar is witty. Jay-Z's not witty.
The entire Reasonable Doubt album, when he's rapping, he's witty. That's wit.
That's your opinion. I say he's unorthodox.
Wit is not the opposite of unorthodox. You can be witty and unorthodox.
But and you know what? I can't say you're right or you're wrong. And this is an example of what I mean. Everything we're saying is opinionated.
No, Harlem.
I think it is, but at some point.
No, I'm saying that you can be both.
Yeah.
Someone who's witty can also be unorthodox. Like you can't use one word to describe a rapper.
And
he's talented.
I also think that there's no one right way to, like you said, gauge this in this sport.
All right, hold on real quick. One example. Friend Defoe, state your biz. Intended there. That's wit. That's not wit.
Yeah, but nobody raps like Hov, so it's unorthodox because it's not something everybody's doing.
It's still wit. It's still witty. It's clever. Wit is just being clever. It's clever. He's a very clever rapper. Like it's like that's wit, man. I don't know how it's not wit.
Everybody, but if that's the case, technically, everybody's fucking witty when they battle rap.
No. Nas is not witty. I don't think Nas
is witty. He's witty.
Give me a Nas bar that's witty. What's witty about Nas?
What the fuck?
No.
I mean, I'm sure that they've all had moments.
I was about to spit a bin plug line.
Quick survey on Champion of the Year. They gave Kid Slade. I'm not sure what the name of the award is, but they gave him essentially, best newcomer or best, winner of the Crucible for the year, something like that.
Okay.
How do you feel about that, Autumn? About in regards to the Crucible? There was a lot of commotion with that, controversy. A lot of the
You were just saying you were just saying that you felt like that was a good look.
Yeah, I think he definitely deserved it in regards to the Crucible dudes. They weren't. I think he stood out. So I think that's.
Oh, who did they give that to?
Kid Slade.
Slade, Slade. I've been following Slade for some years now since I battled. When I first got in I battle, I was like, motherfucker, I take you. I'm new, but I take you too, motherfucker. We got it too. But that nigga, he earned that shit. So shout out to him. He definitely earned that shit.
Sidebar, what happened to Maria?
She came, but I think she left. I saw her come into the chat and then she left. She only stayed for like 10 seconds.
Now I was saying, what happened to Maria?
I sent her the link, so she should have jumped on because she was on the Grid City Live.
She did, but I was just ranting. I was gonna like introduce her after I finished my rant, but she dipped.
She be, you know how she goes. You know how she be doing it.
Oh, all right. What's next? Battle Talk Tuesday. I still want to do this city interview, so.
Anderson Burris.
Oh, let's pull up Anderson. Yo, Anderson Burris, he's winning me over because he's funny. He's smart to market himself. And this tweet I saw today, shout out to This Is Battle Rap. I thought it was funny. He said, well, you read it then.
Yeah, I got you. Let me just put the screen, make sure everybody can see y'all. It's good on the screen. All right, so for context, this is the original tweet that started. Sirius Jones is apparently agrees with Daylight's latest blog in regards to canceling Anderson or effectively getting him the fuck up out of here. Sirius Jones said, I agree with Daylight. The Q Funny blog shit don't get you a pass. This guy said flat out in a battle, Sirius Jones traffics them. Like no punchline or nothing. LOL, get Anderson Burris the fuck out of here. So that's in regards to Daylight.
Wait, but hold up. What did he say? He said...
Oh, in the battle, the trafficking thing?
Yeah.
So that was a scheme he had in regards to women on URL or something. And yeah, I remember he said something, and then he said, oh, Jones traffics them, blah, blah, blah. So it was something, like the scheme was generally about women. And that's what he meant by, oh, Sirius Jones traffics them, and somebody else something to them. I don't know what the extent was.
All right, I'm not gonna highlight that because I'm like, but in
that even sounds stupid. You're gonna come at him for saying something about women, but you're gonna ignore the fact that Sirius Jones traffics a woman allegedly.
Say that. That's
stupid.
In the battle when he battled Chilla Jones, they had a whole round about pimping.
Exactly. So like, pick it. Don't be a hypocrite. That's just being a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yo,
as far as what Daylight is saying though,
is crazy.
Niggas get on some high school shit sometimes. I'm telling you. But as far as Anderson, what Daylight said, it's true. It's true.
Why is it true though?
It's true because I don't think that Anderson is URL structured, but at the same time, maybe he can be in the future. But the way Daylight came out and said it, like, nigga, you a vet. Anderson is still an upcoming artist. I hate when a nigga of that caliber just sit there and try to, I mean, like, don't stun that nigga shit like that. I can say that. I'm a fan. I'm not in the URL, but wouldn't you like? I feel like Daylight was kind of whack for that, even though he's right.
Well, I
don't think he's right. I don't think there's no real proof that he's a vulture or that he's like.
I don't think he's a vulture. I just don't think.
Here's my question to you: what is he right about?
He's not URL material.
He's not. Why are they pushing him? I mean, why are they giving him the opportunity?
He got a scout. He got a scout pusher for him. URL got these scouts.
Oh, see, that's what's hypocritical. So you know, a dude like Spanish Harlem couldn't just be himself and be,
somebody
but this white dude who doesn't even rap better than Spanish Harlem, right?
Not at all.
At all.
At all.
Even marketable. He's marketing himself. I like how he markets himself, but marketability, he doesn't have it. He has it just off of being a typical white boy. If he was stupid nice,
we wouldn't exactly. This conversation wouldn't be happening.
Shout out to my nigga Spanish Harlem too, bro. Good humble dude. Just another example, bro. It's who the fuck you know in this game, and a lot of niggas don't admit that.
What is an example of? They gonna hate that I said it, but that silencer protocol shit is really real, and I've been seeing it on so many different levels. Even with this A-Ward situation, the longer that A-Ward holds out, he won't be a part. He will never be a victim of silencer protocol, because I'm not gonna say names. There are two other people. I can say one name. One I'm not gonna say though, right? I'm gonna say one name. Who's his homie, right? Loso. Loso essentially was similar to A-Ward, right? Where meaning like he was popping without URL.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And now he signed.
Yeah.
But in your opinion, is he as popping?
You know what? I respect the nigga. Like me, I'm gonna be me, and I might never make the URL, but that's fine. So a nigga like Loso and I'm like, they got their name off of it. I think when they signed the contract, they probably got more popular. But even if they didn't, they still be them niggas because they built their brand up to that.
To a degree, but at the same
to a degree.
But at the same time, it's like you're in, but you're stuck. It's not like he's popping by default by association, but is he really?
Hey, he could be worse. He could be Pres motherfucking Mafia, and we see how that motherfucker turned out.
No, you're veering off. He was already popping without them. So I'm saying that he was like A-Ward, basically.
Yeah.
The tweet by Royalty in regards to this. He said, it's crazy how this whole process starting to feel like Spanish Harlem was right.
It's not starting to feel, it's been right. That's my whole point. Exactly. You gotta be like you gotta be in tune to just peep it. People think when you talk about it like you're going, like you're rebelling or you're going, it's not going against nothing. I'm just talking about it because it's obvious to me because I've been around. And this silencer protocol, he titled it that, but it's been in existence. I said this from before. Queen of the Ring used to do the same thing with the girls. I used to have to tell them, listen, battle, because if you battle elsewhere and you kill, guess what? You're gonna get the call. That never changes. URL does the same exact thing. They still give you the call. They act like they don't want you. They ignore you. You're whack, whatever, because you won't adhere to whatever that they want. I always use this example of Marasha. Marasha was popping on her own. She battled dudes in the Midwest. She had like 300,000 views or whatever it was back then by herself. Queen of the Ring would not book her. They wanted her to do a sparring session. And she was like, I'm not doing a sparring session. Why would she have to do a sparring session if she battled pros already? And she already got mad views on her own. So I booked her against Norma and QB. Guess what? Now you get the call for a regular battle. That's how it. This has never.
That's how it worked. Yeah. That's how it worked.
But essentially, that's a part of silencer protocol. Yeah. It's in it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? This like he made it this because there's so many layers to it. You know what I'm saying? Like his experience was them kind of like saying, okay, if you don't do this. They were kind of like dragging it along, making him think that he was getting the calls, but then there was no battles. So it's like you're kind of like in this web, and this is what they do. Sidebar. I'm just going to Battle Talk Tuesday. Same thing with Yoshi, I feel like, right? Yoshi is popping because of herself, though. Like she's getting the battles and she shows up, but she's staying buzzing because she's marketing herself, right? But at the same time, part of silencer protocol is even when you're buzzing, they drag out your battles. So it's like she could be further along, but you're just not booking her. You're not booking her to like giving her the battles that she deserves, which is why she's getting into these arguments with the girls. She's telling them, let's battle, but no one's agreeing to the battle. You follow? It's like, that's still a part of it. It's like you're buzzing and you're popping on your own. You're signed, but at the same time, they're dragging out all your possible battles.
You're going to act like you're not lit. You're going to continue to act like you're not lit.
Right. You're already lit. You're lit. All she needs is certain things. I'm not saying that I'm saying that what they do is they drag it out. Like, you'll battle, you can battle 40 for 3 years from now.
Exactly.
Like, not right now when you follow what I'm saying?
We're going to wait until you're not hot.
Not when you So you got to, as a battler, to combat that, you have to stay hot.
You got to
fall off. Now they got you right here. I'm just saying, man. I'm like, that's what the fucking silence is. It applies even to the one that's popping. It's still a way to silence you. And the person that I really wanted to mention is one. I'm not going to say it because I don't know. I'll wait another time. But he, to me, he's also right now in a point where he's fake popping. And we watched him kind of like go against them only to sign, and you are getting names and you're doing well, but they're stagnating your battles. I'll say on camera who it is, but they stagnate the battles. That's still a part of Silence of Protocol.
I guess it goes a lot into that shit. Like, hey, when I think about what you're saying right now, I'm like, damn, Yoshi she called a 30 last time we seen her. Well, where the fuck is Yoshi at?
Same thing. You know what? I can say for myself, when I beat Matrimony, I should have been battling Farrah. Matrimony battles Farrah after me. How does that happen? You see what I'm saying?
That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. And like I said, sometimes it depends on who the fuck you know and who.
No, sometimes it's picking and choosing. We don't want.
So when I see Anderson on URL, I'm like, I gotta believe Smack didn't say this is the person I want here.
Cause Smack act like he's anti, right? Smack act like he's anti certain.
It's you know.
Smack did not put Anderson on that stage.
I will say
really, we know the scout that put Anderson on that motherfucking stage, and that's just. I'm not saying in the future.
Hold up. When you say that though, Lex Luthor is valid. He's a valid guy. He put him on the
stage. But I'm just saying that battle with Anderson and Sway Sever, it was not. That shit wasn't. That shit. Listen, I promise you, if that shit was on KOTD.
Now the only thing that makes it a little weird, a little different, is that Lex Luthor is a valid person in the culture. He's the one who's vouching for Anderson, correct?
This is what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is he put him in a situation where if that battle, if Swave Sever and Anderson was on KOTD, it would have been a fucking hit.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. All them jokes and sarcastic shit, they would have ate that shit. They would have ate that shit over there because
Swave would have got way more reaction on King of the Dot.
Thank you, bro. It would have hit so different. But what like I said, I'm not hating.
Let's talk about the battle real quick. Now that you said that, right? I felt like Swave's, except for the third round, I wasn't feeling the third round, but Swave's material was actually good, but the delivery, the pace, the way he was rapping was not good.
He was just trying to get through it. He wasn't really.
The actual material was not bad. What he was saying was not bad in the first round, at least. I thought it was a good round, but the way he was saying it, I'm like, why are you rapping like that? He did this like a lot of, like, this is my other rant. A lot of the battlers on that card, they were not rapping. They were doing.
Swave was rapping like that nigga was high.
Swave was rapping like he had like dinner waiting for him at home and he had to go. You know what I'm saying? Like he had things planned on for that evening. He had a bingo.
But if he was on King of the Dot, I'm telling you that battle would have been. But it would have been the fucking one of the battles that night.
Harlem, to your defense, Harlem, I'll agree with you in the sense that Anderson, when it comes to skill, I don't think his skill is really what's getting him these looks and these placements. I will say what is, in my opinion, his superpower is what we see right here is like him tweeting, his personality, like how he replied to Sirius Jones.
He knows. That's marketing is everything. Yeah,
his
you're
personality and his marketing, his blogging is what's getting him into these doors where his skill isn't yet up to par.
And you know what that is, bro? That's the Jake Paul effect. Like, who the fuck is this guy? You boxing?
Yo, that is a fire analogy.
Who the fuck is this guy? You made 40 million last year off YouTube. Who the fuck are you? This is what he knows how to market himself.
Of battle rap. I like that. I like that.
It's just that I said, I don't see niggas, I'm blunt with shit. So when I say shit, I don't want it to sound like I'm hating. I'm just really genuinely saying how I feel. Anderson, no, I can't do it. Compared to Sharon, absolutely fucking not.
Oh no. But I brought him up because of this. I thought this tweet was hilarious. And he said also, Sirius Jones, feel free to take a shot at me in your next battle. Maybe something like, and since Sir rubbed me the wrong way, y'all gonna see Burris backwards. That was hilarious because Sirius Jones totally fucked up that whole all I see.
And you know what's crazy about that bar? If you accentuate it, all I-C-I-H, technically, you gotta reach.
Stop.
You gotta reach.
Nah, you gotta reach all the way to damn heaven. For the damn all I see.
And the funny thing about that tweet from Anderson is that the very next one, it makes it even better because he goes, what's great about that line is that it'll make everyone continue to misspell my last name. Because it's not even Burris, it's Burris.
Oh, right. See, this is what I'm trying to say about him.
That's wit.
That is wit. This is what I'm trying to say about him. This is why I feel like what he needs to fucking do, since he got the marketing down pat, Anderson, if you're listening, you gotta focus. You gotta hone your skill, man. I'm not saying he's not trash. It's the voice, no disrespect, but he sounds like a geeky white dude. He was rapping though. In my opinion, he was rapping. A lot of those guys was not rapping. Like, I wasn't feeling JC's new style. To me, he was not rapping.
Did you just say Anderson had a better round than JC that night?
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
No,
Don't do that.
Don't do that. We're not gonna do that.
Whoa.
Almost got him in this live, nigga.
I don't want to sound like a hater too.
No, I'm saying rapping though. He gotta like get in the mirror. Like,
all right, so
stack bundles. He remember him saying that to somebody like, "Yo, son, you gotta get in the mirror. Like, get in the mirror."
Oh, it's the structure.
No, well, Sharon was rapping.
He knows the structure. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, Sharon
first round was fucking fire to me.
He knows the structure, Sharon. He knows how to hit the bar. He knows how to establish the bar for the punchline. He knows how to do relevant bars. He knows how to perform it. Compared to Sharon, like if I'm a white battle rapper, I do have. If you're not doing what Sharon's doing, bro,
Sharon would have got him the fuck out of here.
He would have ended his career. He would have ended his career.
Sway was being cute. Like Sway was being like he would have
ended Anderson's career. I'm sorry.
Real quick, if he's watching Anderson, you definitely got the performance and the personality on deck. So blogging and everything on social media, you can keep doing what you're doing with that. You're great on it. I personally didn't feel like his content, his bars were that fire. But again, I do think that he's not showing his best yet. I think he's playing the game very sly right now, very coy, just showing just enough. But I
he needs to show his best though, because
he got to step it up.
Believers out here.
He has a great
I say just because Anderson didn't have the best round, he know how to market. So off that, I say, hey, get a nigga another chance. Give him another chance to try to get if he can get the structure right.
We're really even giving it this much energy because Daylight jumped out the window and said, "Get him the fuck out of here." So,
and I thought Daylight was trolling with that, because he does that sometimes. Daylight, the moment a battle record,
he seems serious though.
Yeah, but
it did, yeah. I agree.
Hold on. How about the way Anderson replied to Daylight, the video he made against him? Because Daylight was like, "Oh, I'll make it hard for you to go to these events," and he goes, "Oh Daylight, I'll make it so much easier for you to go. I'll pay for your Uber." Like,
right. I like him in that aspect.
Hey, listen, Twitter's great. Twitter personality, marking, all that shit is cool. But we talking about battle rap.
Yeah. Now you're right. When it comes to bars, yeah, you gotta get it up there. He'll work.
Let's keep it going. All right, Remy card. Are we gonna talk about Remy card real quick? I'm only talking about it because it was mentioned. A lot of supporters brought this up on my Battle Talk Tuesday post. They're anticipating it and they're wondering where's the flyer. And I don't know what's going on with it. I'm gonna give my real raw gut instinct right now based on stuff that was leaked as well. For one, the card is fire, and it's probably too fire. And
too fire, like it's fire. It's a takeover fire. But even though, so here's the thing. Let me just say this. I feel like what my gut instinct is telling me is happening is what we who know about what goes on in the culture, we thought it could not happen to the card. This is not a fact. This is just my gut instinct based on speculation, people saying certain things about battles not going down. We thought that this could not happen because she's getting these women. This is what I always wanted to do. This was my end game. Not end game really, but this was my thing. I wanted to get the girls to a real bag. She's getting them to the real bag. So you think getting these women to a real bag, nothing can stop that, right? Like what could really fucking stop that? So without tiptoeing around, I'll just say that, it got leaked out. QP leaked out some information. Well, we knew this, right? 40 Bars said to her fans that she wasn't feeling her opponent, right? And then QP leaked out that she was refusing to sign the contract because she didn't want to battle her opponent. So now to me, I'm just stating those facts without even giving details, right? So with that said, I don't know the truth in that, but it sounded like there was some truth in it. But it leads me to my gut feeling that Queen of the Ring is up to their old shenanigans, and you would think that this would not be able to happen to a card of this magnitude because of who she is, but it doesn't matter. This is my rant on this. This is the girls, man. It's like, there's a couple of things we can say to this. Are you scared of success? You know what I'm saying? You've been busting your ass for this moment, and what happens? Now you're dropping the ball. Of all people, though, for it to be 40, I'm shocked. The reason why I'm shocked is because having dealt with her in the past, I thought she was always one of the girls that got it. And she never really allowed Queen of the Ring to dictate her moves. So for her to kind of be like, I'm not signing a contract because this is speculation, because she doesn't like her opponent, that's wild to me. Because she has battled a bunch of no-names for way less money. So what could really be, what could be stopping you? So my gut instinct is saying that, maybe battles are being blocked. Maybe the threat of this card, because the impact of this card is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? This card is a shaker, is a culture shaker. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it happens where we get to this moment and artists, just all of us being human, some of us are afraid of success, man. That's what I would say. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, do you remember we were going to the topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
About 4 weeks ago, about RBE being sued by Smack?
Yeah.
You remember my argument that I was telling you that it's not personal, This is business. Why? And your argument back was it was foul, it was corrupt, it was wrong, it was throat cut, and you were right about all of that. But at the same time, these are the factors of business. If I'm having an establishment
of business, because I'm really great with business. What's the fact?
And you're phenomenal. You're phenomenal.
Factors of no, tell me what's the factors of business?
The factor is that you might be right. It could be RBE possibly shunning this because they are afraid of bringing my success. I don't.
You said the wrong name. You mean Queen of the Ring?
Queen of the Ring. Yeah. Queen of the Ring might be threatened by them because you're telling me.
Might be, nigga, they were threatened by me.
Yeah. So listen, this Queen of the Ring is a 10+ year establishment. You ain't about to come over here because you got an idea to do what the fuck I've been doing for 10 years. And I'm about to sit back and let you grow.
But here's my thing. My rebuttal real quick. This is why I said I'm not even going to put it on Queen of the Ring. My little rant, which I probably didn't get out clear, was that it's on the girls. It's them. They control, the battler essentially controls this. So if you're not, like, if you're gonna allow somebody to block your blessing, you've been busting your ass for damn near how long to get to the point to be compensated on par with your male counterparts. Finally, someone is saying, I see you. I see y'all. I'm gonna get y'all paid on par. I've been saying this for damn near almost 10 years about being paid on par. Being paid on par does not mean we're getting the same amount, but we're getting paid on par. If some of these niggas is getting 50, 60, whatever the fuck they getting for multiple battles, why can't a girl who has a similar draw get 20,000, 10,000, whatever the fuck it is? So somebody finally says, I see you, I hear you, I got the sponsors, I'm doing that.
I'm gonna tell you.
You gotta be retarded to allow somebody to threaten you or to make you feel like you can't battle.
Pride. You know, I forgot what concert it was, but them niggas offered Beyonce 40 million and they offered Ariana Grande 80 million. What? You think Beyonce showing up to that shit? No. Now here's the shit though. After hearing that alleged shit of 40 didn't like her opponent.
These girls don't got that.
But wait, but wait. I'm proving. I'm getting to a point. When you saying 40 might not have liked her opponent, maybe.
No, I'm going off the fact. She said that she didn't like her opponent.
All right, so look, maybe she looked at another fellow woman from Queen of the Ring, and she seen her opponent, and she was like, how the fuck you give her a hug, you give me her? That could have been a possibility.
Because that's the battle that people want to see.
It's a possibility because at the end of the day, everybody got their pride. It might be foolish pride. But I don't think I can't see it. Because I agree with you. I can't see her.
If somebody wants to give you 5 figures minimum, right, and something that you ain't never been paid before, to do what the fuck you do, what you love to do, what you've been fighting for all your whole. I'm like, regardless of whatever, I know all these girls. I know all of them. They all been fighting for this fucking moment. I've been fighting for them, fighting for myself for this fucking moment. So nothing can stop you in this moment to get paid the way you should be fucking paid for a real good battle.
Not no Queen Vix on RBE. Just saying, because apparently 40's battling Queen Vix on RBE on the 40 cow shit. So why would 40 turn down Yoshi and Remy Ma to then battle Queen Vix on 40 cows?
You wouldn't put the what you mean. But yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I can't. Like I said, it must be my only thing. It got to be a fucking foolish pride thing. Because why would you? You're right. Why would you turn down all that chicken?
Well, we don't. This is why I said it the way I said it. We don't know. I'm not saying she turned it down. QP alleged that she wasn't signing, but I'm putting 2 and 2 together to say that she also immediately went live without saying who right after I guess she got the call, and she said that she didn't like her opponent. Then weeks later, it came out that she refused to sign. Right, that came out. So I'm saying, as someone who has been in this and has been in that same position and has dealt with it, we all was thinking that this couldn't happen. Everyone thought this could not happen.
Can I ask you? You said the card is fire. Are there any? Because I haven't heard any lineup from the card. Are there any confirmed matchups for the card?
We don't know yet. The flyer's not out.
Nothing's out, but I mean, I heard the matchups.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what can you spill a bean?
That's why I didn't really even say that this matchup. All the matchup. See, all right. Let's deal with more facts. This is all also from OTF releasing different things, right? Yeah. So after the talk of the card, Remy was on PSA with three Letterman, and they were talking about it. They announced the date, this, that, and the third. She said everyone's gonna get a call. The girls got the call. I'm giving, because all of events matter, right? So then during those weeks, we started seeing on OTF about, Babs saying that people stabbed in the back, and then they were seeing Queen of the Ring was beefing, allegedly, and people were thinking it had to do with this, which is obvious because they did. See, my other part, the boss side of me says this. This is what makes Queen of the Ring who they are. They're not going to ever change, right? Because I also got wind today that Debo is still doing his same shenanigans with other people, other battles. You know what I'm saying? So, and the shenanigans is blocking. But sidebar, I had to learn that blocking is a part of the game. So I'm not even putting that on them. It's a part of the game. So I'm not even tripping off that, right? All right, cool. But them feeling threatened is all their fault. This is where accountability comes into play. You niggas dropped the ball. You niggas are not active like that. Y'all waiting. Y'all have to wait for URL. Y'all not running shit.
But no, I agree. But do you think that they were going to be the only female battle rap league forever?
Son, you're talking to me. I went against them. That's what they want.
I'm talking about them, like them wise. Like, did y'all think that was going to be the only ones, like, forever?
But that's what. You let me finish. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that they only feel threatened because they dropped the ball. They don't run shit. You're on a roster. It's now URL presents Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring, like, let's talk business. Queen of the Ring, you're not running shit. This is not shade, no hate. You're not, it's obvious to anybody looking, you're not running shit. And when you did, this is how you can show that y'all don't got no money, because people were assuming that y'all got bought out, but now I'm finding that maybe you didn't get bought out because they did. This is what I'm trying to say. The battles that happened on that independent Queen of the Ring card, those battles were better than the battles that happened on Caffeine, which was the battles I'm talking about in Atlanta. That one event that happened, that was the original Queen of the Ring feel. That was C3 versus Diesel, Chris Yamaguchi versus C the Boss, OG Prana versus Amani Breeze. Those battles were fucking fire in comparison. Those were the raw girl battles that we're used to. Why y'all never did another Queen of the Ring event like that? They did one event because, business now, right? I'm hearing that the card was sponsored by Coffee. Coffee got the sponsors to pay for that card.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Wow. That's wow.
Ability. Where was another Queen of the Ring event? Y'all did one event by yourself. So you are allowed to move. You're just not moving because you can't. You know what I'm saying? Because from my eyes, as someone who really loves female battle rap, those battles were fucking fire. So you're supposed to keep breeding. You're supposed to keep pulling new talent and doing these smaller cards and having different names headline and keep churning out these battles to usher these girls onto Caffeine. That's how.
I'm not gonna lie, you right about that. Like, that's one thing I've never seen Queen of the Ring do, is really try to bring up upcoming female battle rap artists.
But they do Silence of Protocol and having different names. So if you don't come in the game and keep churning out these battles, that you're standing by these girls they onto Caffeine. That's how.
I'm not gonna lie, you right about that. Like, that's one thing I've never seen Queen of the Ring do, is really try to bring up upcoming female battle rap artists.
Out there is that certain girls, like old veterans, not seen on Caffeine yet, because Caffeine's like, we don't know them. So they gotta. This is what I'm trying to say. So y'all supposed to be using your sparring session platform to rebuild some of these names. You know what I'm saying? You had a successful event on your own. I'm giving y'all that. That was the event in Atlanta. At least to me, the battles were good. That was the return of Chris Yamaguchi. That came from that. Chris Yamaguchi had a good year, and it came from that.
Yo, niggas is sleeping on her.
No, but she got the. That's what I'm trying to say. So Chris Yamaguchi then battled Yoshi as well, right? They had these battles. So what's going on? So bringing it full circle to the Remy card, you only feel threatened because you're not moving.
I do, and like I said, like you was right, because Queen of the Ring is under Smack. They're not independent. And again,
as far as that caffeine bag goes, they're under Smack.
And like I said, Yoshi after Yoshi's last performance, we should have seen her at least 2 months ago again.
That's what I'm trying to say.
At least,
okay?
Like
that's my point.
I feel like 6 months went by and we didn't see Yoshi. Why the fuck ain't y'all marking her? Did you see what the fuck she just did?
Something happened with that Chrissy Yamaguchi and Yoshi battle. I don't know if Yoshi lost, but she didn't have a great showing, and I don't know if they use that against her. They do shit like that. I don't know.
That's what she said too. I remember I spoke with her on Clubhouse once, and she said that when she battled Chrissy Yamaguchi, 40 was there with all her peoples, and 40
they intimidated her. Yeah. So, bringing it full circle, I'm saying accountability in business, right? Mm-hmm. You guys feel a way about the Remy card. See, I wouldn't feel no way. I would, and then from what I'm hearing, she tried to work with them, but they are who they are. I'm probably saying too much, but they are who they are. They're not going to change in 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know where.
I mean, it's not. What can they do if Smack own them? They can't do nothing without.
Oh, I'm talking about their business practices. Why she's not fucking with them? Because y'all shady, baby. You shady, baby.
Either that, or they just don't got the vision. Remy not dumb. Remy got a team of people around her that have a different vision. You feel me? It's all in that vision, and it's all. And another thing is. A big thing is, it's all in who the fuck support you behind the scenes. This shit ain't free.
Right.
This shit is not free. Trust me, I'm a league owner, the nigga I know. This shit is not free. So Remy Ma's not just gonna be like, hey, I'm doing a battle rap league, and she ain't got enough support behind her to make something happen, to give these ladies some chicken that's going. She ain't doing this, she not doing this, she'll do it half-ass. So If I was Queen of the Ring, I would feel intimidated.
I wouldn't, because I'm innovative, so I wouldn't feel no kind of way. Either we gonna work together, or I'm just gonna do me the same way I'm not stopping nothing. That's how you're supposed to think if you're really running your own shit. You're not stopping nothing. I'm gonna come support it. I'm gonna come look at it, see what you got going on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like you just finished ranting about. They ain't really even doing shit anyway.
Not doing shit.
So it was like, all right, you kept your foot off the gas. Now, if I had my foot on the gas and I see niggas speeding up, it's my motherfucking fault because I had my foot off the gas. I'm gonna feel some kind of way. Like, all right, maybe now I should have.
That's what I just said.
I am agreeing with you. You absolutely right. You absolutely right.
Y'all because y'all not doing nothing.
Exactly. So if they do feel some kind of way about Remy Ma, they should. They should, because they
shouldn't, because your accountability says, nigga, you not doing nothing. You only feeling threatened because what? Because
you ain't doing shit.
What you saying? You saying they should? I'm saying they shouldn't. That's sucker shit to me.
Yeah, it is. I agree. They shouldn't feel that way, but you should feel that way because you've been slacking, nigga.
Well, regardless, they can't compete anyway. You can't compete like you can. My bad. I take it back. They can. Because they are who they are. They have 10 years in. They can. But it's not about competition. It's about more eyes and more light. She's coming through to it, regardless. Like right now, it's not really comp.
Yeah, they got more competition.
You got to see how it hits, though. You got to see how it hits.
Sides too, because you got to think of it too. Like they're also competing with She Goes Hard. So now, if you think about it, they got the big shark with Remy Ma coming in, big money and taking up space. But then you also got the She Goes Hard League in the underground, still in the hood, in the city type shit.
But they still clean the ring. These girls still want to be on. They're not really the female URL. They're not. But
shout out to Palm215 in the chat. He said they slowed down before the pandemic.
It's like, all right. So I will give you an analogy of Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
Comment.
Palm215. They had a group of new girls in an event 2018, but they slowed down since then. But you know, it is what it is. I think, I think we gotta just see where the dust settles, because we don't know yet how it's gonna be. But so far, without a flyer, it's not looking good. That's
why.
But it might hit though. Like I was just like
the card can hit, but still. You are who you are, Rim, but you gotta drop the card, man.
Yeah. But what's gonna happen when it drop though? When the Black album drop, nigga, it drop. When it drop, you don't. It just because you in the game for a while, people like new shit.
Need the 40 battle for the card to still shake the culture. The card will shake the culture. There's one battle on there that's a fucking room rock, a culture shaker anyway. That I know that those two girls ain't stupid. Those two girls ain't stupid.
If Pat Poose is on the card, it's over. If Pat Poose is battling on that card, they win.
They won.
Chill. Pat Poose is not on the card.
They win, nigga. If they get Pat Poose on that card, they win. Yes, it's possible.
Definitely not possible.
So hold up.
Is it an all-female battle?
Yes, it's all-female battle league.
The name of the league.
You gotta chill, my man.
He might battle a female. You never know.
You got to chill, baby.
God, you never know. But hey, I do wish Remy my success in this shit though. Like I said, I don't think she gonna come in this shit half-assed. I'm sure she got a strong support system and a great idea. Maybe take a little longer on the flyer. Shit, I'm taking a little longer on my flyer myself in my league, but that don't mean nothing. Just we gotta see what happened. I'm definitely rooting for her though.
Yeah, me too.
So, segue into KOTD season 1.
Yeah, I was trying to see if what's the name still wanted to do the interview. Season 1, man. Season 1. The battles.
So the last 4 that we have, right? From what I see as far as the battles, we got the ones that happened. We had Mad Flex versus Bill Collector. We had City versus Pass, and Shoddy P versus Caustic. And then Lou Cypher and Mac Myron was rescheduled.
I was looking forward to that battle.
Everyone is.
I'm mad I'm not gonna be able to judge that battle because I have a family function, but that battle. See, I feel like Mac Myron is the favorite. Everyone feels that Mac Myron is gonna win, but I feel like Lou Cypher was gonna bring it to Mac Myron. To be honest,
Lou can sneak in there.
Freestyle, he's like very like layered. He's dope in that instance. All the battles, Shoddy P versus Caustic was pretty good too.
So I'm assuming the winner of Lou Cypher and Mac Myron has to battle Bill Collector?
Yeah. That's.
Well, either way, those are gonna be any 3 of those are gonna be a good battle. That's gonna be a good battle.
Those are good battles.
Yeah. If I'll say this, if we get Mac Myron versus Bill Collector, that is gonna be one entertaining fucking battle. Because I think both of them have that same energy right now in King of the Dot, where they just sliding on everything and they funny with it.
Right.
That's gonna be a great one if it does happen. But if Lou Cypher can pull that upset, he might just be able. Because if he beat Mac Myron, that same strategy that he needed to beat Mac Myron, he's gonna have to use versus Bill.
Facts.
Because they're both entertaining. You know what I mean? So that's very.
I wish I could see these battles because Bill Collective versus Mad Flex was close. I will say.
Yeah.
I would not. Came down to the 3rd round. Mad Flex had an ill angle, but
Mad Flex is whack. I don't like Mad Flex, man.
What? Wow. Clubhouse stuff.
Not but It's cool.
He's not whack though. Come on, man.
No, he could rap. He could rap. I ain't saying he can't rap. He could rap. It's just I felt like he, I didn't think he belonged there in the finals. He's definitely shown why he's there. I didn't think he was gonna beat Johnny Storm, but he got the edge over him on that. Give him that. But this is my whole reason for it was because I knew the moment he battled somebody like a bill collector or a real fucking killer, he ain't gonna be able to stand with him for long. He's nice, but he ain't gonna be able to stand with him for long. I think he was in there because he's King of the Dots, Golden Boy.
He's good though. I think he's
good though. He earned his spot. I'm not gonna front. He earned his spot. But yeah, bill collector.
Shotty P turned up though.
Shotty P definitely. I gotta give Shotty P a shout out. Gotta give Shotty P a shout out. Because with that, he's definitely he stepped his game up for sure. He's put himself in the running. So I got him. If I'm being real with you, if it's him versus Pass, I got Shotty P winning. Even though that's gonna be a good battle.
Shotty P gonna beat Pass? I don't know, man.
I mean, Pass is fire.
He was one of my faves from the West Coast, man.
Nah, you're right.
But honestly, I keep it real. I don't think he beat City. City went. You know why too? In the third round, Pass brought up City's rapid punch fire, like his rapid punch style. Yeah. And he was saying how he gets to be rapping and not saying anything. But it didn't land because in the third round, City gave us a really heartfelt round because he had COVID. So he's spitting COVID bars. Like, I really had this shit. Yeah. I felt that shit because, he was spitting from, like, the gut. Like, he's like, I couldn't breathe. So I'm going to do that to you or something like that.
Yeah. He's like, now I'm going to make it happen to you. That was word.
So it kind of defeated past this whole angle of you just don't be saying shit. He diffused it.
I do love it when things like that happen in battle rap. When the right angle or the right, you know what I mean? It could just take out the energy of whatever you just said. Because that takes skill. And I think it's also randomness, but writing wise. If you could write and then suddenly what you wrote in your first round and you went second was a rebuttal to something that he said because you knew he was going to say it.
Right.
Those are shit that you can't count for in battle rap, but when they happen, in my opinion, you got to give it even more because it hits so much harder.
That's what I'm saying. I want you to see a battle, but we're going to have City on now. He said he's trying to get on. I sent him the link.
The moment he jumps in, it'll be right there, and I'll turn my mic off and let y'all have the floor.
Okay. I knew he was tight, though, when they announced, I think it was split. Pass one off of fan vote.
Yeah.
So that's where, but it's like I don't know, because I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be an interesting playoffs. I want to see who gets there. If you had to call one, who do you think would be the one to win this one? Out of the last four we have left.
Pass, Shotty P. No, well, we still got to decide with Cyber.
Yeah, between Lucifer and Mac Meyer.
So if you take them out.
Yeah, so we got
Shotty P, Bill Collector, and Passwords.
You got Mad Flex, Shotty P, and Passwords.
We got Bill Collector, Passwords, and Shotty P.
Shotty P, and either Lucifer or Mac Meyer.
It's either.
I got Bill going to the final.
I think Bill.
I got Bill, unfortunately, because he has to battle the winner of the Lucifer and Mac Myron. So it's either gonna, in my opinion, it's either gonna be Lucifer, Mac Myron, or Bill. One of those three is winning the whole tournament, and I'm willing to stake my entire reputation on that.
Yeah, I think Bill too.
City having some tech issues.
I don't know. He said
maybe if you want, maybe you could I was gonna say maybe we could do I think if anything, maybe you could also do it on IG, and then I could stream the IG of you and him to YouTube.
No, he said he was gonna get on.
Yeah, they agree with me in the comments too. Kemet King said facts, one of those 3 wins. That is a fact. It's either gonna be Bill Collector, Lou Cypher, or Mac Meyer.
Yeah. Okay.
One of those 3. You know what I mean? Passwords and Shotty P. It really don't matter between them two which one makes it. They're not getting past any one of those 3. I'm gonna be honest with you. They gonna get to the finals.
You got to chill.
But I just don't, bro. Shotty P and Password. Let's be real. Shotty P and Password. Shout out to Shotty P. He's fire. Shout out to Password. They're both fire. But we're not really talking about them in the same conversation as Bill Collector or Lou Cypher and Mac Myron as of this season. They really done their thing. Bill Collector, flat out, he's, you know what I'm saying, he's up there. So, put it this way. If they prove me wrong and they win, they're proving everybody wrong. Because I'm just the voice of the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what the people are saying. And if they win, I will say this. I do think it's going to be one of those 3. But if not, I would give it a Shotty P. Because if he can get past Passwords, then he should have no problem.
Shotty P has stepped up. Yeah. I don't think Shotty P is beating Passwords though.
Probably me neither.
I got Passwords.
Me neither, yeah. I got Passwords on that one. So it's going to be Passwords and between Bill Collector, Lou Cypher, and Mac Myron. Yeah, yo, it's looking like Bill. It's looking like Billiano the Dino about to win King of the Dot Season 1. Lit.
All right, let me see this.
They're having the spaces tonight, EFB Court.
I don't sit in. I
can't see him live. Like, I'll watch it later on, you know, watch some clips on it.
That has the most structure, though. They really kind of hold court. No, I'm saying that the court, it has structure. She be like, okay,
bro,
today.
They take that shit serious, yo. They take it very fucking serious. EFB Court. You know what I mean? They got Hustle. Hustle's probably a judge in there if I'm not mistaken at this fucking point. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. Which one did you see? I know I saw all of them at this point.
Nah, I only saw one. I saw I listened to
was it the one with Rick from SZA?
From who?
You didn't see that? They was roasting him. Yo, Hustle was roasting some random dude who I think hopped in her DMs or some shit, talking about like Danny beat Tay-Rock or some shit, or Tay-Rock beat Danny. And then they went through every one of his pictures, accusing him of wearing fake Gucci, fake Louis and shit.
Nah, I didn't know they be doing. Nah, the one I saw was
They did that, and they also had Prep versus Twerk. The Prep.
I heard about that one.
The Prep case was kind of fire. Like they finally took Prep to court for the whole, you know what I'm saying, debacle. And
so how he tweeted that
they had Gotti as the judge at one point, and Prep, as soon as the thing started, Prep, I guess he didn't know that this is court. You gotta treat it like court. He had music playing in the background, so he was like, when they said, Prep, are you here? He was like, yeah. He had music in the background. Hustle was like, sir, no, sir, I don't know where you think you are, or if this is even Prep. You know what I mean? Then they had Gotti as the judge at one point. They were trying to ask for a recess, and Gotti was like, you had enough of a recess when you was sliding the motherfucking DMs. You had enough of a recess when you was coming up with 6 different personalities. Yo, Gotti has been a terrorist on these Twitter spaces.
I heard.
You saw the Keisha story?
Keisha story?
Oh
no.
The funniest
I saw when he was in that doctor spaces.
Yeah, the doctor one was funny, but it wasn't as good as the Keisha story. That was probably the funniest thing I've seen in a while. It's only 2 to 3 minutes, but it is some good stuff. He made this whole thing up where he was like, he was at the basketball court, and then he used a random nigga there's phone to like call his girl to bring him Gatorade, and the dude had a number saved as my little freaky slut. It was just hilarious because you know Gotti, And then Gotti was just random with it at one point. He was like, so I seen it there, and then I went in my back because I also keep a 9mm, and I shot that bitch right then and there. This nigga did an evil laugh and everything. He was like, and I never been charged for this crime. So if Keisha got any family or friends who wondering who did it, it was me. It was me.
Oh my God.
Gotti made it sound
believable.
He made it sound believable though. Like Surf was like, yo, you definitely just started a fake investigation on your ass. With that shit. It was so funny. Like they really thought it was real. Gotti's been taking over these spaces, man. He's why he's champion of the year, man. I think the Keisha story won him champion of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know what's going on with City, man. So
yeah, if anything, I don't know. If anything, if it's easier, if you do it on IG, I could capture the IG stream and stream it to YouTube.
Nah, right. We
gave a pretty good show today. Yeah, we did good today. We got some good content. Did our thing. Had some great discussions. Broke down the stats. Broke down everything that was hot with battle rap. I did some research on that AR shit with DNA Tooth and all that. It's crazy how a day in battle. That's just a day in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? If we were to do this shit every day, we would always have at least one topic where it's just gossip, because that's how battle rap runs. But at least we came through to bring in some good insights and good stats and healthy discussions and conversations that I think need to be had. And that's where Boss Chick Rain comes in as the one who's willing to have these conversations and bring
Battle Talk Tuesday.
Battle Talk Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for the next few episodes, as we will continue to elevate the culture and bring new media to the game.
All right. Yeah. We were closing out. I don't know. We're going to give him we're going to count down, man.
Give him another 60 seconds. Then we about going on the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
Good energy. We got a minute and a half left. You know what I'm saying? To wrap
on, City. There you go.
All right. Once he turns that camera on, he all set.
City. Yo, what's goody?
What's the deal? My bad.
There you go. All right. We're gonna chop it up real quick. You just went down versus Passwords in the playoffs of the season 1 King of the Dot tournament. How you feeling?
I don't know. I don't really know how to really feel right now, to be real with you.
Were you tight? I felt like, let me get to it. Were you tight? I felt like maybe you, because I feel like earlier on in the season, that was last time with the what was it called last time?
Grand Prix.
The Grand Prix. You definitely were very vocal about battles that you didn't win or whatever. So I was wondering.
I only did one battle that I didn't win. That was just the Times battle. But
Times battle. Mm-hmm.
I mean, in hindsight, I think that was a different scenario than this battle. That was a lot different. I could see people feeling like Times might have beat me just because there was a lot of outside shit going on in that Times battle that I feel like the fans didn't really know about. Okay. And even the judges, because a lot of, I think even you were a judge in that battle. Like a lot of the judges were upset because I was really physical in that battle and I was touching them and shit. But that specific battle, I had an issue with them. You know what I mean? So an actual real issue that wasn't really rap related. So I feel like it kind of threw off the battle. You feel me?
No, that had good energy to me. I like that when it's mutual, but it's not too crazy. I like it.
I'm saying just in that Times battle specifically, it was judges that were saying that, it was a little too extra and shit. And I feel them on that in that specific sense. But with the past battle, it was just a couple of things. It wasn't necessarily I was upset. It was more of a disappointment thing because I feel like me and Passwords battle, our battle was super close. And like I said, it just was it was a couple things that I didn't really like with the judges. I feel like it was a judge on the panel that was from California that Mike G is from California and shit. I don't think he should have even judged our battle. He's judged battles of mine before and I'm cool with that. But
shout out to Mike G. They've been coming for Mike G.
Yeah, and I feel like, and there's no shade. I feel like he kind of subbed me on Twitter and shit. It wasn't I didn't say anything to him on some disrespectful shit. I just feel like for a battle of that magnitude and, you know, for $100,000, I don't think you should have like a in the building judge that's from the place that I'm battling somebody from. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you should never, like, they would never have a judge from Detroit be in the building and judge my battle, or anywhere in Michigan. They would never do that. But the fact that it's like, that's some shit that they're overlooking. And I feel like for our judges to be 3-3 completely split, that's like a huge, you know, that's like a huge power. That shit could really shift the whole battle just by doing that. Because I already told you, I didn't feel like I.
But all right, in defense, it comes. I think it was split like that because it's preference.
Yeah. It's a preference thing, but I'm saying I'm cool with our shit being split like that, being 3-3. You know, I'm completely cool with that. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like for a battle that's that close, you can't have somebody who would have some sort of bias on the panel. You know what I mean? Like, what part of New York you from? You from like the Bronx or
the Bronx?
Yeah, that's like if you judge somebody's battle that's from the Bronx and shit. Like, a rapper could feel away.
Think about that. We didn't even
A rapper could feel away about that. It'd be like, it's like if I battle Newborn, right? Mm-hmm. Born is from the Bronx. That's my man's. But it's like, you from the Bronx, so it's like, even if you're not biased, it could come off biased by you voting for somebody that's from the same borough, same state as you, shit like that. So I just feel like that's really my only issue with the whole thing. I would have been completely fine with it if he would have been off it and another judge would have been on it. And even if they would have said I lost, I would have been like straight with it. You know what I'm saying? That's really my only beef with it.
You think about that, like, was that like something that hit you like later on?
Because I didn't know he was on the panel. That's all I'm saying. I didn't know that. I asked them who are the judges. They said, "Oh, we got more judges, and they're gonna be all." He's been
on the panel though.
You said what?
He's been a judge the entire time.
Yeah, I know he's been a judge the entire time, but it's been like he's been judging from home. Had just, you know, regular people from the IJC judging the battle that were just like at home doing it, you know, like Showtime and Battle Rap Corner. Because Showtime and Battle Rap Corner, they voted against me, but I was cool with them voting against me. I had no problem with them voting against me because it was just a preference thing. But it just was weird to me that every single judge on the panel, even the judges that voted against me, said I clearly won the third. Every judge on the panel was like, City clearly got the third. But the only judge that don't give me the third is the judges from fucking California.
See, all right, I want to say this in his defense, right? He's been getting a lot of slack, but he's not really, he's a bar guy, but he's not a battle rap. So I feel like his opinion, his rap opinion is, it's a distinctive opinion.
I know, and it's cool. It's cool. Like I'm saying, I don't have no problem with people's opinion. Everybody can have their opinion on a battle. It's an opinionated thing. But I'm just saying, of a tournament or a season, whatever, of that magnitude and of that big of a prize, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it should be, you shouldn't just be throwing anybody in there judging. Even though I feel like he's been decent in some battles he's judged. He judged battles of mine that he said I won. So obviously, like, I can't be like he's a shitty judge. I'm just saying, in that scenario, if you got people battling for 100, you need to look at all the fucking judges beforehand and shit, and even the staff has to, and be like, oh, okay, well, you from Cali, so you can't judge this battle, or you from Detroit, so you can't judge no city battle tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just shit that should just be looked at if you battling for 100,000. It's not like we're battling for fucking $100. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if now this is gonna be like a thing because
and like I said, I was very vocal when I told you, Showtime and Battle Rap Corner, they voted against me, and I don't have no problem with them voting against me. I feel like they're good judges. You know, me and Pass was a preference battle, but the Mike G situation is the only situation. I don't have like no beef with him or no weird shit like that. It's, you know, I felt like he took it like I was trying to throw a shot at him or shit on him. No, it's just like how a battle rapper would feel. Like, just like if Passwords was battling me and it was a fucking judge from Michigan on the panel, this nigga would be like, what the fuck?
Maybe. I guess so. I guess
no maybe, Ray. You know that. If you
I don't know. I think it's standing out to you because he was in the building, right?
Yeah, because I didn't think he was judging the battle because he was actually there and he was, in the building and all that shit. You know what I mean? So that's really it. But like even off that though, I feel like me and Passwords was a really good battle, and I don't want people to get it like twisted. I feel like our battle was a debatable battle. It was a battle that was gonna come down to the wire, and it was a preference battle. You know what I'm saying? That shit was literally 3 judges to 3 judges, and it came down to a fan vote. It wasn't like it wasn't no walk. It wasn't like he fucking got all 6 judges or vice versa. That shit was super close. So
I will say though, I was just telling Randy this, that to me, why you clearly won the third too is because the angle that he had, that you just like a rapid fire puncher in the third gave us that real.
I don't even want you to get into that shit, right? That's what I'm saying.
But
Go ahead. Look. All right, I'll get to it. All right. My third, I just felt like my third negated all his fucking angles.
Right.
Because he just did angles and said, all you're gonna do is punchlines. And I did a whole round that had 3 separate angles in it. I talked about, the private school and living in Oakland and going out there. Then I talked about how I felt like the league was changing rules because, he didn't do 3-season battles like how everybody else did. Right. Then I fucking even talked about how I had the COVID situation. And I still did the battle anyway. You know what I mean? But shout out to Passwords. That nigga super fire.
I gotta give you a shout out for the COVID shit. That scheme was fire. I actually have it put it up right now in the background.
Says, oh, yeah, I see that.
I gotta rap it. I don't know if I'm gonna rap it correctly. I might butcher it, but I have to. This shit is fire. Man said I couldn't walk, couldn't talk, couldn't practice for you. I lost 20-something pounds, and I had to regroup. I gotta admit it. My veins was literally attached to a tube. I needed air. I was gasping, confused, because I had trouble breathing. Now I'm gonna make it happen to you.
Yeah. Say my reaction, because I recorded myself. I didn't put it out. But it's exclusive.
Fire!
That shit crazy.
I'll watch you real quick.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
That's why I felt live.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like, let's go, City. I hope I sent you the right clip. I hope so.
Yeah, man. Send that shit. But for sure, man. That's why I feel like, our battle was definitely a to the wire type of battle, man. That shit was crazy. I feel like going into the third, if you don't think it's 1-1 going into the third, whether you give him the first or give me this or whatever, I feel like that battle was a 1-1 going into the third battle. And you can't. I feel like if you say anything otherwise, you don't really know shit about rap. Like that shit was close like that. That shit was close like that. And the third, I just feel like the third I got. You know what I'm saying? I just, and that's like. That's just general consensus. Like most people feel like I got the third. So I was definitely shocked at the thing. But like I said, I knew I wasn't gonna win that fan vote. Like that shit, I knew going into it that I was gonna win the fan vote on that nigga.
Right. He's been you have the clip?
Yeah, I'm about to play it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it though. I know the stream will be able to hear it. Because it's on Facebook. If it was YouTube, I would have been able to play it. Let me see if I could just do something with my microphone. Play it right now. Give me 1 second.
It's on Facebook? No, it's on YouTube.
No, the video you sent me was on Facebook.
Oh, I sent. How else would I send it to you
though? The raw video file. It wouldn't let me download it. I'll play it right now. Let me just put my speakers.
Oh, well, where should I send it to?
I will go with the email, but I'm gonna just play it out loud. See if y'all can hear it. Hey, don't even trip. Alright, I'm about to play it right now.
This is me watching round.
It was that bar.
is you and Dub the Phenom to me.
Oh, you think so?
That's the best back and forth.
That shit was fire. That's one of my favorite battles.
Fire.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I don't care what nobody says. That weekend for me, in comparing like both events, like the King of That season 1 and URL's Super Fight. That was one of the top battles of the weekend. Period.
Oh yeah, for sure. They try to sweep. Yeah, them niggas try sweeping that shit under the rug, man. But
I bring it up because the culture sometimes forgets that the best battles are the best back and forth. It's not your favorite battler just bodying his opponent. The best battles are two opponents that are duking it out. You know what I'm saying? And y'all really went bar for bar, performance for performance to me.
Yeah, that might have been maybe one of my favorites out the whole thing. I think the dub in the past might have been one of my favorites. In like the XQZ battle, those are like probably my favorites out of all the ones I did this season. But
with that said, being a good sport. 2 questions.
Yeah, for sure.
Lou Cypher and Mac Myron, who you got?
I got Mac Myron. I don't know what the
guy, but yeah.
But I don't. You can't ask me. I'm biased, man. Fuck it.
Well, so the second question: with everybody left outside, of course, Mac Myron, like, give me some good, like, give me cities, your analysis or your.
What I think is gonna happen the rest of the playoffs. I think anybody can win at this point, just to be real with you. Because I feel like right now, I still don't know what they're doing with the Mac Myron and Lou Cypher battle, because they said Lou had COVID. I don't know if they're rescheduling it.
Yeah, it's being rescheduled for.
Okay. All right. So if they're rescheduling it, obviously I'm gonna have Mac taking that. But say it's Mac Myron, Bill Collector, Shotty P, and Passwords. Aside from Shotty P, even though Shotty P has been really, really crazy, I feel like Bill Collector, Mac Myron, and Passwords, all 3 of them, they all have fan bases and shit, and all have star power. So I feel like all of them are gonna get fair shots in their battles. Like whether it's Bill versus Mac Myron, or whether it's Mac Myron versus Passwords, or Bill Collector versus Passwords. I don't think any of them are at like disadvantages, with fan bases and like star power, because that shit does matter in like judge battles. As much as people act like that shit doesn't, that shit does matter. I think Shotty has an uphill battle with Passwords, but it isn't going to be in Cali. It isn't going to be in Cali. It's going to be in like LA. So you never know. Shotty could really pull a upset, because he's been pulling upsets the whole season pretty much, So you never know what he could do.
Well, question, speaking of which, when you battled Passwords, did you feel like there was bias?
Did I feel like it was bias? I had that shit in my fucking raps. If a nigga could put in their raps that,
you didn't hear it in the video, but I said that live. I felt it. I said I felt it. I'm like, damn, they're being biased, and I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they was super biased. Like, they was really biased, and if you let them tell it, it's LA, so it's not fucking Oakland, because he's from Oakland and we're in LA. But that's okay.
He's
like,
a Cali battle rapper, yo.
It's still fucking Cali, bro. And this is a guy that is like, he's a flagship artist from Cali. Like, he's been doing this shit since Scribble Jam. He's a nigga that's been coming to LA and ingratiating. He's been putting on for y'all. He's been coming and ingratiating himself with y'all. He knows every last one of y'all. If I go to an event and I see 25 of the people standing behind me, and I'm sitting there looking at the door, and every last one of them dap up Passwords when they come in the fucking building, and they stand behind them, and when he's making West Coast references, they're throwing W's up and shit like that. Of course it's fucking biased. So that's another reason why I do feel like I got the battle, because it was like, for me to go in there with that type of shit and have that kind of performance, most niggas can't do that kind of shit. You feel me? Right. Like, most niggas gonna be like, they gonna fold at that. You talking about like, I don't feel like it like, I knew it was biased, but it wasn't something that really bothered me, or I felt like really affected my performance.
Though, like, that's what I would want to fuel me. Like, I am the underdog in here, so I'm about to smoke.
Facts. You know Facts. So that's exactly why, my third was like aggressive like that. And at the end, I was like, nigga, I'm out in Cali and all that shit. Cause I was letting y'all know, like, you know what I mean, letting the people watching it know that that's what I was really up against. But it's cool, like, you know, I'm cool with like states fucking with their rappers. I'm cool with that. And I feel like a lot of the fans kind of peep that some of the shit was gas. Like I seen a lot of this shit in the comments was just like, yo, niggas is gassing this shit. Like
yeah, because not like that. I like Passwords. Like I fuck with his, fuck with him hard body.
He crazy.
One of my favorites is him versus Hollow. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
That can go either way whenever you watch it. Like I feel like I did edge him back then. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's one of those. But at the same time, just in talking about him, when you brought up the URL angle too, I felt like he didn't show his real who he was though in URL to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know, it's a platform thing. It's like every platform is different. You know, you're
like exceptional in my opinion. I don't feel like he did show it. Let me say this, but he wasn't received. Yeah, it's what you're about to say, I guess. He wasn't received. I feel like he didn't really show who the fuck he was when he battled there, or they didn't act like he was who he was.
Because I like battle rap is like that. This shit is about.
I don't like that.
It's real. Like you got to think he's like a grind time legend, a king of the dot staple, somebody that's been over there. They're not that familiar with that shit over on URL. Like URL, like
you know, he was who he was though. I mean, he is who he is.
He is who he is, but battle rap is like that. If Thesaurus go to URL, he's not gonna get recepted like how he would on King of the Dot or like anywhere else. Thesaurus is a fucking
Hollow is one of those all-time classics, yo.
It is. We used to watch that shit all the time, over and over. Like that's why it was so dope to even battle Pass, because like I'm a huge fan of Password. So it's like it ain't none of this shit is really against Pass or none of that shit. Like I fuck with him heavy. But I don't know. It's like battle rap is like that shit, Rain, man. When you on certain platforms,
pick and choose shit. I don't like that pick and choose shit.
That's how that shit be. It's like if Chilla Jones was on URL, right? That's the first place we seen Chilla Jones, really. But then when he went to King of the Dot and went on his run on King of the Dot and then went back to URL fans was trying to front like he's some King of the Dot nigga. When it's like he was on URL first. This is the first place y'all seen him at.
Right.
At Classics with JC, some of the best battles of all time. And just because he goes to another platform and has a run and comes back, it's like y'all not receptive towards him. I feel like they ain't been really fucking with Chilla since he been back in URL. And I'm like, yo, this fucking Chilla Jones, he's one of the best pins of all time. You know what I'm saying? So the fans and like it should be political. You gotta maneuver around that shit though. You know, I don't know how URL would be receptive towards me if I went back over there. Like, ain't no telling. But I try to maneuver through it.
Yeah. Well, either way, you had a really dope. I feel like you had a dope showing both times in both tournaments. And what's next for City?
I don't know, man. I don't really know. I'm at a point where
keep battling though. You gonna keep battling?
I don't know what I want to do, and I don't know what I should do. Just to keep it transparent with you, right? Like I don't really know. Like I don't know what I want to do. Like because, like I said, you know, it's a lot of political shit in battle rap, and I'm trying to figure out what really people will really want to see from me. You know, like I don't know. Like what?
Do both. I think you were someone that I think you should market your music with battle rap. I think you should battle and do the music. You know, do it. Just do the battle rap, like to strategize with the battle rap.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. Like I said, I am gonna take some time off though, because like man, that season shit was like that shit was trash as far as just like preparing for everything and being that engaged. I wish if they could shorten that shit up and make it something that could be like a 3-4 month thing, it'll be way better. But like that shit definitely took a lot out of me, so I do want to take some months off and kind of really just chill before I make like a big decision on what I really want to do. You know,
how many months was the?
We been doing that shit since July, nigga. The fuck? It was hot as hell outside because I wore a hoodie in my battle and niggas thought I was on drugs because it was fucking the summertime. And niggas was like, yo, this nigga's wearing a hoodie. He's fucking crazy. It's fucking 4th of July. That was my first battle. This shit is January. And I got eliminated early. This shit ain't even the end of it. So it's like, whoever at the end gonna be burnt the fuck out. So it's gonna be interesting to see how niggas is rapping when March comes, because that's a lot of raps, like in a short amount of time.
Early elimination. You're so extra, man. It's not,
what?
It's not early elimination. You just got eliminated.
Man, look, Rain, when I was a kid, if I got a participation trophy, I'd break that bitch. Fuck that shit out with that shit. That shit'll be in the trash. My mom be mad as hell. Like, I'll break that shit out with a fucking participation trophy. The fuck? Niggas gave me a participation trophy for karate. I used to do karate. I broke the fuck out that shit. Like, I want this shit.
Nah, you crazy.
I want this shit. No, but like all jokes aside though, that shit was super taxing. So I'm gonna sit back for like just some time and really just observe and just see what like the feedback is and just kind of see what people really want. Like, do y'all want to see me on this platform? Would y'all like to see me do a promo battle? Because I haven't done any promo battles since I've been back. That's another thing too. Like every single battle.
Promo battle. What do you mean?
Just an unjudged battle. Every single time people have seen me since my hiatus has been in a judged battle. You know, nobody's just seen me in like some one-off URL type shit or some RBE type of shit. Like nobody's even seen that from me. So obviously, like I would rap a lot different if that was the case. Cause you know, when you're doing judge battles, you do have to sacrifice a lot of shit for a judge battle. You got to say certain type of bars that you normally wouldn't say just because it's like instant. You know, you got to say shit that the fans are gonna get. You got to say certain shit that the judges are gonna get sometimes. So that, you know, that's definitely, you know, the difference, you know, but it's more so just really just observing and just seeing what I really want to do, like honestly.
Okay, that's fair. Well, that's what's up, man. City, thanks for pulling up Battle Talk Tuesdays.
No doubt, man. Anytime I pull up. Let me know when you get that Twitter space shit figured out, because I gotta learn how to work it.
I'm gonna convert, and I want to start doing like battle breakdowns and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like shit I used to do. So we probably try and like convert Battle Talk Tuesdays to the audio.
We're gonna convert to all fucking platforms,
All
simultaneous streams, crisp overlays and layouts and all that. We're gonna have all that on point.
Oh yeah, super crazy shit then. Well yeah, keep me in the loop, man. Definitely tap in.
Battle Talk Tuesdays. Real quick, City, social media and where to find you and stuff like that.
It's City on everything. ITSCIDDY on everything.
And your music too.
City on everything. CIDDY on everything.
Got you.
Like that.
Battle Talk Tuesdays, we out. Move the Culture Mondays and BossChickTV, Combat, New Rap City. Cheer.
No doubt.
Tuesday, we outside 2022 edition, you heard?
Hey.